Welcome to the Creepy Metal Podcast.
Hey, this is Will with the Creepy Metal Podcast, coming to you on a weekday in Radioland. Hey, it's been a minute, but here we are, and I'm bringing you guys some special stuff. My band, some of you guys don't know, but a lot of you guys do know, my band Phantom Fire is going on tour starting October 31st, 2025. And we're doing an interview with the headlining band. Oh my gosh, these guys are amazing. I'm bringing to you right now Travis from Second Shooter. Yay! Say hi, Travis.
What's up, Will? How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, hey, we had you on the Creepy Metal Podcast last year, I believe, and you had a bunch of stuff going on. You had talked about a mystery project that time, and now you have the album out, and it's brand, and that was the mystery project.
So the total album is not out, but singles from that album are out. We took a different method of releasing this time, and instead of recording a whole album and releasing it all, we're actually just releasing about a song every 2 months, and then at the end we'll release the album. We have the album great. Basically, yeah. We had the album basically. It's like recorded. We're still working on a couple of songs, but by the time the single gets to those songs, those will be done. So we're just constantly in the studio and just getting songs ready, and we're releasing one every 2 months, and then the album will be released.
That is so cool. I was lucky enough to hear a couple of the tracks. One is called Sellout, and the other one is called Look in My Eyes, I believe, right?
Yes, yeah. That's right. That's correct. Those are the two that are released off of what will be the brand new album. Yes.
And you guys got to check that out. Singles. If you guys are in Radioland, I'm going to put a link right here, or maybe I might even play some of it right here. But either way, you guys got to check this out. It's the third album from Second Shooter. I love Sellout. That was like, oh man. I really got to say this because I play guitar, so I love Win. Man, that dude is so tasty on his licks, man. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, that dude makes it, man. And him and I, personality-wise and everything, like our styles, it's a trip because we come from way different backgrounds, but we do share a lot of the same love of certain bands. We just go together well. It just seems to work, and we get a great tone live, and we write well together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Your live show, you guys, the way your guitars, the way the sounds are coming from you guys, it's slightly different, but it really complements each other. It really, really does.
We get a lot of people who say that, it's mostly gearheads, people who are in the crowd that obviously play or have played for a long time.
Yeah.
And, all us guitar players are all gearheads and geeks about certain things. And
pretty much.
That's the one thing we always get is how the tones go together. So I play Charvel and he plays Jackson, and I play Mesa Boogie amp,
mm-hmm.
and he plays a Peavey amp, so
is that right?
It works good. Yeah, the 5150 he has.
When did you? I think we talked about this in that first interview, but you've been a gearhead for a while. Have you always gone with Charvel? I love the action on the Charvel. I love the necks, or that more that 80s streamlined shredder vibe. But have you always been a Charvel guy, or?
Yeah. I have always loved Charvel. I mean, always. Loved them since I was really young, but I just started in the last year with the Charvels. I have the Gojira signature, and then I have the Jim Root signature.
I really like that
sharp.
Jim Root. I don't know what kind of pickup she got in that, but I really like the tone of that one.
It is everything that I need. I play mostly rhythm, some leads and stuff like that, but it's just set up perfect. I can't screw anything up.
Now I know getting into the gear stuff, and again, we're talking with Travis from Second Shooter, brand new album, and kind of talking about some of the gear he uses with the Charvel, with the Jim Root guitar. Is that spec'd out? Is that like customized for what you want? I don't know if you're like me. Like as soon as when I look for a guitar, and he's right, we're all gearheads, but like me, I kind of look for good bones. I used to, grab the most expensive, whatever it happens to be. But then as time's gone on, it's like, you know what? I don't need to necessarily grab a $3,000 guitar or a $2,000 guitar. If it has good bones, right? If it's made out of a wood that I like, if the neck is straight, if I can make adjustments to the frets or whatever it happens to be, that's what I kind of look for now, because I'm going to change it anyways. Even if it's a $2,000 guitar, everything's going to be changed. It's just going to kind of look like whatever it is. But for you,
right. For me on the Jim Root signature Charvel, it's just how it came from the store.
Okay.
That guitar literally. And I like to modify stuff. I modify stuff, put crazy stuff in the guitars. But this one just was one of those ones where I played it and I'm like, nope, this is exactly the tone that I'm going for. And I play it out of a Mesa triple rectifier and just go for it. So it really didn't need to be changed at all. We play pretty thick strings, but
what gauge are you using? Like 11, 12?
72.
Is that right?
On the bottom. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're pretty
Good
big.
Lord, man, that's like who that reminds me of is what's his name from Def Leppard? He plays incredibly thick strings with incredibly Phil Collin. He uses really thick strings. Thick.
Yeah.
Like piano strings or something. Wow, I did not know they were that thick.
Yeah, they're pretty thick, man.
What does Win use on his Jackson? And do you know if his Jackson is custom out also, or what?
No, he's got the I want to say it's the Jeff Loomis, it's the
awesome.
Z-shaped one.
Right, yeah, that was sweet looking.
That's like his dude, and he loves everything about it. Yeah, he plays the same strings as I do, so we kind of customize our set and have a place that just customizes them out, and then we get them in bulk. Wow. And then so we play the same strings, but his is the Loomis signature, which is the Jackson, and it's beautiful. And then his backup guitar is an ESP, which is awesome also.
Love ESPs. Yep.
And my backup is basically the Deplanter, from Gujira, is basically his signature guitar.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a pretty good deal. Like with this new album that's come out, and I love the first two albums. And if you guys, I'm going to put links up here when you guys are listening to this on your way to work or wherever you guys are going. You'll see the links. The first two albums were great. I still listen to the second album when I work out because it's just so cool. But it seems like you guys, at least with the two tracks that I listened to, just a slight different departure. Was that on purpose, or how did that kind of manifest itself?
You know what? It was it was a departure, and just kind of wanted to get a little more heavier, a little more riffing going, like in between, instead of just hitting like some power chords. There's like some riffing over even like just some of the like verse vocal parts and stuff like that. So yeah, we just kind of, we come up with ideas. I have riffs that come to me all the time, so I'm constantly just recording pieces, right?
Right.
And then I'll bring them to the guys, and then I can write riffs all day long, but my arrangement abilities aren't always the best. So I take them to the guys, and we collectively sit down and say, all right, this part. Otherwise, in some of my songs, I'll have like 12 different riffs,
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like on that second album, it seemed like there was some like vocal oriented stuff too. Does it's Melody, right?
Yeah, Melanie. Yeah, Melanie Johnson.
Did she like have a hand with that second album versus this one, or how did you guys kind of take on the vocals with that?
Oh yeah, so she is quite a talent. So
oh yeah, excellent vocals.
She's unlike any vocalist that I've worked with before, and she's very unique. And so
yep.
Really, we kind of, me and the drummer, Win, and Jeff, our bass player, we kind of write the music, and then we just, give her our vocal ideas, and then we come into the studio and we just work it out. And she always comes up with some pretty amazing stuff.
Right. Yeah, very good stuff. So, hey, we have a tour coming up.
Yes.
We have starting Halloween 2025. That's in a couple of weeks when you guys are hearing this, which would probably be about a good week or two before that. It's a big Halloween shindig, a big party in San Diego at a place called the Bancroft Bar. Really cool place. Nice, cool dive bar if you like a good, cozy, good cozy place to watch bands and have some brews and just like kick back and, headbang and do whatever it is you like to do. Excellent place to go. Can you tell us a little bit about this tour coming up?
Yes, so we hooked up with you, Phantom Fire, which we're excited about.
Us too.
And,
oh my gosh.
We kind of just wanted to get out of Los Angeles and check out some other markets. So we're starting in San Diego, then going up to Las Vegas, and
at the Double Down Saloon. Love those guys over there,
Saloon.
Man. We're so excited.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're in Kingman, Arizona after that at the Black Bridge Brewery.
Awesome.
And then, right, that's going to be fun. And then from there, we head to Williams, Arizona at the Sultana Bar, which looking forward to that also.
Totally.
And then we end up in Albuquerque, Farmington, New Mexico, and Gallup, New Mexico, and the tour ends in Jerome, Arizona,
which is the most haunted
Wicked
place.
City Pub.
The most haunted place in Arizona. So you guys gotta come down, man. Bring all your spooky stuff. It'll be really cool.
Yeah.
You might even leave with a guest, an invisible guest in your backseat. You never know. Anything can happen.
You never know.
That's right.
Weirder things have happened. Weirder things.
Yeah. So, you guys out there in Radio Land, most of you already know, I'm in a band called Phantom Fire, and we have some good stuff to kind of let you guys know about with us. We have released a brand new album, first album with Curtain Call Records, with our distributor of Sony Entertainment, and we're really excited. This is our first time doing this. Being signed with a label, and we're so excited. And oh my gosh, we get to go out on tour with Second Shooter, so we're super excited about that. Yeah, man, oh my gosh, it has just been a whirlwind this year with all the stuff that we've done, and we were finally able to get our schedules to connect with Second Shooter, so we could all do this. Like, oh my gosh, man! And then we have a really good guest band coming on tour with us in New Mexico. For you guys out there in New Mexico, you guys are rock, man. And we have Decapitation of a New Day. So be on the lookout for that.
Those guys are ripped too.
Those guys seriously ripped, man. We played with those guys here in, what was it? I think 2024 over at the Whiskey in Hollywood. And those guys put on an awesome set. So we're super excited to see these cats. It's been a minute. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Hey, and Will, and your with your new album, with Phantom Fire. For you, what were some of the challenges, and what were some of the real big celebrations?
Oh my God. Well, I can't say all the obstacles. Travis knows all the obstacles. Maybe I should write a book about that at some point, way down the road. But yeah, there were several obstacles, guys. But here's what I learned from the obstacles. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And also I learned how a group of people can be resilient when they need to be. And that is like the biggest thing that I can say. Learning how to be resilient, taking advice from people who are further along down the road than me, like Travis and Nathan Youngblood and a couple of other people that I really value their input, because they've been doing this much longer than me with more success. So yeah, that is what I've learned: to be resilient and to ask for advice and to listen. And then also with the help of our A&R at Curtain Call Records, and then getting the wisdom and input from John over there. He's the president of the label, and it's been great. So those are some lessons learned, and those were the things that kind of helped us, because otherwise I think I probably would have lost my mind there a few times. And then finding the producer that we did and the engineer after going through. No joke, guys. No joke. Not everybody, like some bands are lucky enough, hint, 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 to have their own studio and engineer and producer in-house. But the rest of us poor slobs have to have to find someone. So we had every typical stereotype of getting screwed over by engineers and producers in LA that you can think of. And it was probably 7 or 8 of these cats. Not going to say their names, but the guy go ahead.
I was just going to, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I was going to chime in. I've listened to the album multiple times, and even through all that, you came out with a great product, man. And it hits hard live, and we're a real heavy band. So like the style types of Phantom Fire and Second Shooter are different, but in a very good way, because how you guys bring it, it's nice and clean, good tone, nice 7-string.
Yeah,
sound.
I do the 7-string.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so we had to approach it slightly different with ours, because I don't have a rhythm guitar player. So what we did, and this gets into the little techie part, we were using 7 strings and then, tuning down, to like an A or a C. But then it just kind of started sounding thuddy, and you couldn't hear tone. And there are a lot of bands out there who do that really well. So we decided to go with 7 strings and 5 and 6 string basses to have a little bit more low tone, but not so low to where I can't shred or I can't do a solo and you can't hear it. So that's what we did. So it beefed up our overall tone, but it's still not so low that you can't hear the guitar solo. It makes sense. And that's what we did. And it seems to work really good. And then, adding different effects on it. Because, again, I have to make use with one guitar. So it can get a little tricky. So, that's the one thing I would say that I've gotten better at, is learning how to be a lead singer and a guitar player. Inherently, I am not that. I am a guitar player. I just happen to know how to sing from years of having different vocalists and being a backup singer. So it's been daunting, but I haven't given up, and obviously was able to get the help of the engineer and producer, and then kind of work through all of that to get the album to sound like me. So I'm very fortunate at that.
And you did a great job with
Oh,
that.
thanks,
and,
man. I really tried.
And I was blessed enough to be a part of your album release party at the Garden Amphitheater there.
Oh, we're so
And
grateful
got-
to you for that.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm happy to help when I can. I have a 3-year-old and stuff. So my time, I have, the tour. This has been on the books for like 6 months, so I just
Right.
got to make sure everything's, way in advance. But it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, you guys killed it that night, and it was fun to watch. It was fun to be a part of it. You hear albums, but they really come to life live, because you get, I know for me, speaking for me, sometimes I'll hit a clam or whatever, but it's like, it's a different tone, and it goes over a chord that Wynn's playing, and we look at each other like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
How do we do that?
Yeah. How do we
Do that
we pull
again.
that off? Yeah, exactly. And you just get that's the part about playing live. It's never the same. And we're pro band, so we just we play well. The live shows are good, but there's always different things that can happen live. But you guys did a great job.
Well, thank you, sir. We're so excited to go out with you guys, and we're really blessed that you're giving us an opportunity to kind of get our stuff out there to other markets that we normally don't. So we're really excited. And then Robert from Decapitation of a New Day.
Yes.
He's just been so helpful with getting us in those New Mexico, Arizona areas that we normally don't get to do, and so we're really grateful. At Phantom Fire, we're just grateful to Robert and to you and to Sterling.
Yeah.
After this, guys, I'm gonna put a couple of tracks from each one of the bands. So you can listen to that while you're going to work or working out or whatever it is that you're doing on Radioland. Hey, I do got a question. I got a question for you, man. And
Yeah.
what do you think? And we haven't touched base in a while, but a lot of things have happened since 24, right? It's 2025 now.
Sure.
Ozzy died. What are your thoughts, bro? Because that hit me hard. That hit me hard.
That hit me hard. Also, I just remember being a young, first grader. I'm probably dating myself when Blizzard of Oz came out, and I always liked Black Sabbath. My sister, who's a lot older than me, I'd hear some Black Sabbath, and I always loved it. But the Blizzard of Oz album came. I heard Randy Rhoads, and then on top of that, you have Ozzy's vocals. It was a game changer for me, and every album since then, all the way to No Rest for the Wicked, where my favorite guitar player was introduced to me, Zakk Wylde. He was an 18-year-old, I think,
Right.
playing for Ozzy. And Ozzy just did it right the whole time. He never got cheated with anything. You can read books on that. From his antics on tour to just how he dealt with things in the studio, with how he dealt with, the big record executives, sometimes good, sometimes bad. There's stories, about the bat and
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's just, you think about his legendary life in metal, and it really built what I have today. The enthusiasm and just the will to continue your craft because that's what you heard when you were a kid, And
Definitely.
you're just like, I have to have that.
And
I
the other
have to have that.
and the other thing that happened earlier this year, and a guy I just loved his tone, John Sykes from Thin Lizzy, and then later on Whitesnake. He did that. You know,
Yep.
he took David Coverdale's blues band and then made
Yep.
it into like a solid 80s powerhouse.
Right.
And there was nothing like that before. A lot
Right.
of you younger cats are out there and you hear like a bunch of 80s glam rock and stuff. But at that time, 1987, 1988, for that Whitesnake album, there was nothing like that.
Yep.
There wasn't. So
No.
that was amazing. And to
No,
hear John
they could
Sykes'
play
tone,
ballads. Yeah, it was awesome.
I love that. So that one went under the radar. I did not even. I don't think anyone really knew he was battling cancer for that long. He lived in, I think in the Palisades or something like that. Obviously,
Yeah.
everything went to crap, earlier this year and during the fires. But yeah, I was just really shocked that he tried doing another band, a 3-piece band. After that, I think Jelly Roll, or what was it? Was it Jelly Roll? I think the band was Jelly Roll or Blue Murder. It was Blue Murder.
There it is.
Yeah, Blue Murder, which was an excellent band. And then they had a song called Jelly Roll, and then a couple other ones. And I just always loved his tone. It's such a shame that he just. I was listening to Eddie Trunk earlier in the year when they were talking about some of this stuff with John Sykes and that he had just kind of given up and he didn't trust the music industry, which, hey, as a newbie in my first year, I totally 100% understand. I mean, sometimes it's just like, man, it's easier just to freaking give up than to deal with all the cutthroat crap. I don't know. What are your thoughts on John Sykes? Was he someone that you liked also?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I loved that Whitesnake band. It was awesome. You had Vandenberg also on the other
Adrian,
side.
yeah.
And I thought, I mean, that was in a really great time of my life. Like towards late elementary school, going into middle school, and some of those songs, some of the ballads, you might like a chick or whatever, or you have, back in those days, you have like the one-day relationship, you hold hands, whatever. You listen to some of those songs, and it, just made you feel good. It was feel-good music. David Coverdale has a great voice anyway, so.
Yeah, and I just always loved that. Yeah, just John Sykes, man, dude, that one hit me hard too. I don't know why. Maybe it didn't hit everyone else hard, but as far as a guitar player, Shredder. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, the guy who kind of reminds me of him a little bit, Doug Aldridge. Doug Aldridge kind of has that John Sykes flair, his own thing, but and I know he played with Dio and he did a couple of albums with Whitesnake too, but yeah, that was a hard one. All right, guys, hey, stick around after this. We have you're gonna see the video for the flyer coming out here, and you're gonna hear 3 new jams. Anything you want to say? A goodbye real quick, Travis?
Hey, Will, I'm happy to do this, and also looking forward to the tour. We're going to have so much fun, man. It's going to be awesome. We're playing in cool towns, cool places, and I'm just looking forward to it. Thanks for having me out. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. All right, guys, this is the Creepy Metal Podcast, and we will see you next time.
Shadows like the
doom. You're on the ball with the twisted game. We won't back down to the tyrants of hate. In the fire of rebellion